Week 3, round 1 of the Platinum Tour. Got the Yoo-Hoo Championship at the Wobbegong. Back tees for pin 1 here. High winds out of the southwest. Firm, moderate are our conditions. So, should be fairly receptive. It's going to be an interesting bit to see how the wind plays. Are we going to get a lot of tailwind? Are we going to get a lot of headwinds here? Is it going to be off to the side? The high winds definitely make sense. You know, we've got this coastal island kind of play going on. A little bit of a push off the start. We'll try and get that corrected on the approach, but that's going to be a-okay here for the first shot of the tournament. Now, we did have some pretty solid play last week. I'm hoping to improve upon that and keep going. Obviously, we've got 72 holes to do that. Let's see what we can do on the first approach here. So, downhill shot. Got about 5 yards to work with in terms of what this wind is going to do. Firm and moderate into the wind a little bit. I think we're okay with this. I'm going to take a stock lob wedge. We'll see how this plays out. Hopefully somewhere in there for a shot at birdie. A bit fast on the approach. That's okay. Wind is off from that side. Perfect distance. So ends up working out. I was playing it off of the right-hand side to be able to maybe roll down the hill a little bit. We end up pulling it a bit fast, get the uphill putt. So hopefully here, we should be able to just get this guy aimed a little bit outside. Driver home for the birdie. All right. 1 under through 1. It's precisely where I would like to be at this point in time. So we got a downhill par 3, 27 foot down. We're going to get another like 7 yards of carry or so out of this. 8-iron would take us out to 182. Get the wind tailing a little bit. Probably about mid-180s. Somewhere in here. I don't know that that 8-iron quite squeezes all the way. Definitely got to play it out to the right, or out to the left here. Firm but moderate, so I got to give it a little bit of fade and a little bit of D-loft. Just try and squeeze an extra little bit of distance out on this 8-iron to get it out to the hole. It's a good strike. We've got the fade. It's coming over a little bit too far right. Ended up actually getting too much distance on this. We're gonna have a little bit of a putt here. Got a touch of roll back towards the hole. All right, 13-footer. I guess that down. I don't know. I guess just kind of did the thing where I overcompensate. Downhill, quite a bit of break towards the end of this putt, so have to be wary about the last little bit coming in here. And I've been struggling a bit, if I'm being completely honest, on putts exactly like this. So hopefully we can get the read right. Kind of expecting all of that turn to happen right at the end. Huge. All right, so far the like 2-inch down kind of putts, I guess maybe we do kind of have figured out on how to read those. It's once it starts getting like 4, 5, 6+ inches downhill, I feel like my reads on the putt start getting way off. All right, 3-wood downhill, wind off the right. We should be able to feed this. Maybe we'll take it Yeah, we'll take it easy here. It'll be a decent approach shot in distance-wise. So we'll take the hybrid. Just keep that bunker out of play. Send her on up. I thought about 3-wood, but there's that little bunker out in the fairway off to the left here. And honestly, like, we still leave ourselves with the sand wedge in, so I don't think it's too much lost. The only thing maybe being that this wind may not be enough to be able to actually get us up to the hole. So we might have to try and finagle this shot. Because we're uphill, so, you know, we've got to work out about 16 yards to actually get to the hole. I'm definitely not getting that out of the approach and the bounce. There's a potential play. It's just slower greens, so I don't know that we're going to be able to get it there. So I think we're going to take this sand wedge, put a little bit of draw, try and get a little bit of wind. Try and get a little bit of extra wind on this. And give it that little bit of D-loft. So this might be like the last play. I'm kind of going for the same thing, except I want that extra yardage a little bit more than I wanted it in the last hole. So hopefully the extra draw and D-loft is going to give us what we need to get up. A little bit of release, settle. Oh, that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Downhill, just a touch off right to left. So I think we can put this left or right edge and just kind of smack it home. Hey, thank you for the luck, Pat. Appreciate it, man. All right, so that play worked out. Smart off the tee, and then we're able to put together a nice wedge shot there on the approach. Again, I think here is going to be one where if we lay it back, it's going to be okay. Because it's, you know, the driver is 300 yards and it's only like a 400-yard par 4. So even though they're forcing us back here, yeah, we've still got a relatively short iron. I mean, I guess we're taking maybe 7 iron. It's gonna be touchy though with this downhill lie. Better start than you. That 10 under round 1 took you out of any chances. Did play better after that. And 51 under with the 10 under on the cards is still pretty dang good, I would say, Pat. Hey, thank you, Stan. All is well. All is well here. How are you doing? Okay. So 182, probably about 180 or so stock. Then we've got to take into consideration the downhill lie, which is probably taking us back out a few yards. But we've got wind in, and I think wind in is definitely something that we need to keep in mind. I don't want to, like, overestimate it. Everything is just going to really play right to left. So finding the green is going to be a tall task. I hit it way fast. I knew that that didn't feel good. I think we were maybe okay on distance. I just kind of slammed the stick forward. Jeez. What's going on, Lucas? All right, so we've got a putt from absolutely downtown. And we're going to want to keep this one on the green. So I'm going to be conservative. I know we're going to go out way to the... Or not way to the right. We're going to go out to the right. And then it's definitely going to start turning back. Especially over that hill towards the end. You'll keep your day job? That's probably smart. Settle. Oh, I hit that too firm. How did it end up that firm, though? I pulled so far back on the... I I pulled so far back on that. How did we end up? That's not good. Not fast enough. All right. Came in at a bad time. No, I mean I hit a bad shot and then a bad putt. Like you're gonna bogey if you do that. So it has nothing to do with you, Lucas. And if it does, I haven't learned that I should blame you yet. So just roll with it. No, I like slammed the stick forward. Ended up with a really bad shot, and then, 60-footer with downhill behind on the putt. Even though it's an inch downhill, it's so hard to get that distance control right from there. But this is definitely an opportunity for us to settle ourselves back down and try and dial something in. Because this is going to be coming out to the right and then wind back left a little bit. I think distance should be pretty good. There's the strike. Come back left, kick forward down the hill. It's a little bit shorter than I would have expected. Yeah, just lost a few more there. I don't know. I was expecting to land that a bit closer to pin high. So a few too many yards off. But let's see what we can do with this. See what we can do with this putt. It's got a pretty strong break at the start, and then it kind of fades. Kind of fades really quickly. Now, I was saying earlier, though, that this is precisely kind of where I've struggled on getting the aim right. Because how snappy is this going to be? That's a huge putt. All right, we'll sandwich the bogey in amongst the birdies. We'll put that behind us. Try and act like it didn't happen. All right, let's keep the ball striking up. Don't really know what came over me. Probably just trying to force that shot, or maybe because I wasn't certain about it being on that hillside and all of that. Now, this is another one that maybe I have to be concerned about because of the angle of the slope and the wind and everything, that maybe we're going to lose a bit more distance. So I'm going to give just a little bit. Just a little bit of D-loft. Try and compensate. This one definitely came back way more to the left. Distance-wise, though, again, well short. So even with D-loft on there, I am like drastically underrepresenting how much that is going to be of effect. Come on. I just missed it. Just barely missed it. All right, good read, though. Good read. I gotta have to figure out something on those wedges with the diagonal lie. Maybe I'm losing naturally on the lie distance as well. I don't know. Something's not quite adding up, and it's definitely problematic. So we're downhill into wind. Have to give respect to the fact that it's in the air longer, should have some more time to play. Still gonna put a little bit of loft on it. Hopefully that little bit of loft gives it enough stopping power. 4-iron still likes to roll. It looks pretty good, because this all rolls right to left. Come on. Come on down. That is beautiful. Got me in the background while doing your second playthrough of AC6. We beat it, Pat. Nice. Nice. I take it you enjoyed if you're going through for a second gander. True Mercenary done. Nice, man. I hope you have fun with it. I had a lot of fun with that playthrough. Been meaning to get around. I know we started that second playthrough on stream, and then TGC started up, and I'm a very slow player, so start running out of time. Ow. Slowed it, but hopefully that's still gonna find fairway. If we can squeeze ourselves somehow between rough and bunker here. Alright, we do not get punished for the input. We'll go for all endings though. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do as well. I don't think I care about getting all of the achievements for it, but all of the endings definitely seems like a fun time. Alright, I need to kind of play this in a way, I think, where it drifts us to the right from here, right? But that ridge on the green goes left to right, so if we put it out in the right spot, give ourselves a chance to get on up towards the hole. I played that baby draw into the wind to try and take a little bit of distance off, expecting it to kind of hit this ridge and just roll. And maybe I didn't need to take that extra little bit off. Maybe I would have been A-okay where we were. But now we've got 10 foot for eagle, so we've got ourselves a look. It's got a lot of break. Got to make sure that we give ourselves enough. I'm hoping that I'm not getting tricked by this, because it kind of feels like it should break more, but the lines tell a different story. Yeah. That was always a weird one to me, and maybe I needed to give a little bit more respect for what was at my feet. I think that's probably what it was, like the underplay at my feet. It had this kind of feel. Oh, we get back-to-back par fives? Oh, that's drifting out towards the bunker. Get down, get left. Get down, get left. That's going straight in it. You know, and the sad part is that hill. That hill right there. Because I think that kind of screwed us. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try the overpowered hybrid out this right-hand side. See if it carries. It's kind of a risk, but I want to get to the green in 2. 103 fast. Oh, we're going straight into the next bunker? No, we actually carried over it. Not enough to get to the green, though. So we got like a lower roll. If we got the higher roll, we could have actually had a chance at maybe a hop and skip up here. But alas, it was never meant to be. Full off, full backspin probably takes us out of it. Yeah, I think this is actually going to give us a chance. think this actually gives us a chance at it. A little bit of release. Just underplayed it. Really good line to the hole, though. So we'll take back-to-back birdies there. Obviously, the eagle opportunities are present on this course, just judging by the scores. So we took a bogey. We didn't take advantage of those back-to-back par 5s there, where I think eagle is definitely on the card for both of them. I kind of hate this hole already, just looking at it. Forcing my hand here to take the driver out of play. Lay up and probably still find the crap. Yep, alright, so we're in the light rough from 200 plus. If I take driver, I don't think that really has a happy ending for us either. So less than ideal, to say the least. So adding that to the 4-iron here. This is kind of a funky thing. I think I'm just lofting this 4-iron and throwing it up there and hoping it doesn't roll out the backside of the green. I'm hoping that there's enough loft on this to make it bleed onto the green. It took too many hops. There wasn't much play there, though. There really wasn't. Because you can, like, I guess not find the rough would be option number 1. Not finding the rough would be definitely the best case scenario. But I mean, trying to be realistic here. Hold it fast, hop and stop. All right, I think I have to be somewhat aggressive with this. Because I don't want to like screw around and try and worry about, oh, well, if I miss this putt, it's all downhill behind. Like, I have to try and make it. We tried that strategy last week. We missed putts trying to prevent against the downhill. Like, it was not a pretty combination, so that's the way I'm going to play it. Seems like right there worked out pretty well. Now, we've been kind of getting messed up with these like slight winds in the face. Like, it's downhill. I do think it needs a little bit. I'm hoping that this is the right judgment call, but these winds have been getting me in trouble. I'm hoping because it's off the tee, we're not dealing with any sort of like crosswind shenanigans. I push slowed it though, so never really had a chance. All right, well, missing green after green after green is not really a good way to score now, is it? Is it? It was almost a way to score there. It was almost a score there. Okay, come on now. Come on now. We've had enough misses. Let's dial something up where we actually go like pretty close to the hole. So this is a par 5 approach. I want to leave ourselves in a spot where we actually have a chance at going for the green. I play the 3-wood, it's gonna bound down towards there, but I feel like if I play like this bigger draw shot, kind of check it into the hill, then maybe that's a way that we can run it up here and not go into the rough. It might be too much. We'll see how this goes. Alright, we're in the light rough. I mean, it's closer, less control, so probably still not what we want to have going on. Now, 206, uphill in the wind. I think all of that is to say we're going to end up short of here. Now, 4-iron... I think probably still has too much going on. But it's our better club. So I don't want to be short. I think I'd rather go long. I didn't really want to land at the hole, though. But we're putting ourselves around it. We're just not giving ourselves any sorts of opportunity to eagle anything. Or at least not eagle anything with relative ease. Leaving ourselves a bunch of chip shots and stuff to get up and down for birdie, which is, don't get me wrong, I like birdies, but I don't know, I just feel like on these par 5s I want a little bit more. You know, they're definitely within striking distance, so... Ooh, almost hit that a little bit firm. Almost hit that a little bit firm. So, I mean, we're capitalizing on the par 5s, and looking ahead, we've got a par 5 on the 18th, so certainly looking forward to that. It's always, theoretically, should be a nice way to potentially cap your round off. Boinsy, thank you very much for the raid. How's it going? How was your stream? What were you up to? Welcome to our Platinum Tour Round 1. We are currently in a loading screen. I don't know. This is the first time this has happened. Now all of a sudden we're just loading. But I hope you had a good stream. What were you up to? Ariel, welcome back. How have you been? Golf Wasp, welcome back. You really dislike this course? Beats you up each time? Keep putting your rounds off? Yeah, this round has certainly been tested. We've done some good stuff, but we've also made our fair share of mistakes, and you know, par 5s have been tough to get after for those eagles at times. Did a little bit of designing and then played a couple of courses. Very nice. Gave Adam a bit of a lecture on course design. Not been enjoying. Not been enjoying his course designs? Or was it more like constructive criticism? Alright, hopefully that's the last of those loading errors. Or not errors, but slow loads, rather. Playing theory stuff? Gotcha. My playing theory is every hole I should be able to hole out. That's my playing theory. I know that course designers don't really share that sentiment with me, but that's how I like to approach it. All right. How far downwind is this going to go? I think this is the type of shot that would carry us pretty much right around pin high. I mean, we're trying to spin it back in with that, but I think we have to. I think you have to go after it this way, solely for the fact that it's downhill to the hole. So if we don't play loft and spin, we're essentially banking on like a pitch shot to not roll out. And I think that is exactly how we want that to go right there. All right, definitely not on pace for like the 17 that I'm seeing there. Some people are just crazy good at this game. I like to think we're pretty good, not that good. But we still have a few holes left. Let's try and get comfortably into the double digits. I think that's a reasonable goal to set for ourselves. 129. I mean, probably about mid 130s would be landing for this. So maybe we can do something where we like try and play it with a touch of backspin and like play it off of the fairway short, bounce it up and hope that it's, you know, it's a sand wedge. It should have some bite. Good strike, good line. We actually sailed a little bit further, so this will work out just dandy. That was the only thing I was wondering, is if I put the backspin on and we don't hit the fairway, definitely put ourselves into a bit of a contentious situation. Currently tied for 5th on CCE and thrilled with that, as you should be. Being tied for 5th, I mean, regardless of your division, like, playing to that high of a spot where you're at is a great feeling. Now, obviously, you know, pressure's on, you got to bring it home, right? But yeah, being up top there that's awesome. It's been a long time since we've felt that joy. We've gotten towards the top. I don't think we've been towards the top of Plat since probably sometime in 2K21. This is a tough par 4. What is wrong with you? This is a par 4 approach that feels like I'm playing for this feels like a par 5. Just the kind of approach shot that we have here, the way that it's protected. If I go long, I can maybe play this like something like here and fade it in. I think that's what I have to do. I don't love it, but I think that's our play. I mean, we hit the shot. I didn't play it left enough, but there is a ridge right to left here. Hopefully with this moderate green, it holds it up. That's a heck of a shot, but I feel like I should be putting for eagle right now. I feel like I should be putting for eagle right now. Quite a bit of break behind. Not too much as we get forward on this. It's really gonna be, how does this like early part of it play? I think this is okay. I think this is gonna be a good read. I want to say just missed the pace. I want to say just missed the pace on it. Oh, that stings. I don't think there's any real benefit to going long there, so just play this 3-wood up the right-hand side. I think we should be okay. I don't think we're gonna get up into any sort of trouble. That's good. It's gonna leave us with the pitch shot. So hopefully with this elevation, you know, we're gonna lose a little bit of distance on it. I think we just have to put some check, kind of get that bounce, get it to stop. It's decent. It's out to the right, but right up around pin high. Leaving us below the hole. Okay, gotta make sure that we actually hit this one with the pace that we want. Got in trouble with that last one. Maybe a little bit overcompensation. Definitely hit that one firmly. That's probably what I did on that long putt earlier in the round. From like 60 feet was just like, oh yeah, I gotta make sure I hit my power, and just blasted it. Okay. If we play this right, we have a chance to drive the green. I think we want to play some sort of shape shot to try and take, or maybe we de-loft, like something to take off just a little bit, because it's gonna take some big kicks. It's gonna take some big kicks early on. Everything's gonna drift it to the right. I slowed it. I think that all just kind of feeds out towards that bunker. Yeah, that's the risk, but I actually think we get away with it a little bit simply for the fact that this is all uphill. So, like, yes, we're on an uphill, and this is uphill. Maybe there's even a chance that you just flop this one. Uphill with wind, I think. 36, 35. Maybe like a lob wedge with like just a little bit of loft on it. I think this could actually like turn into a half decent flop shot. Yeah, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Got a little bit offline. Again, I think this is going to come down to trusting in what we see. Trusting in what we see and going for it. That's exactly what we had to do. Feel the putt and go. Like, I don't want to get caught up too much on the, like, well, what if I miss? I feel like that ends up doing more harm than good. Now, I don't think this is one that we're going to be able to create any sort of magical shot to get there into. I don't think there's anywhere that we could have put this. We give ourselves fairway. We still have 300 yards to the hole, so I think even in this best case scenario where you're carrying it like, I mean, actually you could probably go driver off the deck to about here and maybe run it, so I think if there's gonna be any sort of shot, then we go for it. So let's see what this driver off the deck does. I'm hoping for something good. A little bit slow. The line is decent, and the distance is about what we'd expect. Now, yeah, it's just not going to get a big enough kick. A couple more yards, and maybe that bleeds on the green. And maybe when it bleeds on the green, maybe it has a chance to get back down towards this hill. Now, I think with this, we're just gonna try and like just partial this a little bit. 96, slow. Feeds out. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Not able to capitalize on any of the par 5s this round. We had the early bogey, but we've chipped away, get ourselves to 12 under. It's okay. Obviously, I would love to have a few more strokes, but, you know, we make mistakes, so if we can take some of those mistakes away, we will definitely move ourselves on up the leaderboard.